Yes, students, this is the introduction class of Laplace transform. Here we are going to discuss definition of Laplace transform and some of the formulas we are going to discuss, and let us see one by one. So we can see here introduction to Laplace transform. What is the definition of Laplace transform, students? Very important for engineers, especially. We can see more of applications. We can see the graphs how they are going to draw. Yes, students, we can by using this transformation, the differentiation and integration, we can see very easily. We can understand in this Laplace transform. Just go through the definition first. We can see, yes, students, let f of t be a function of t defined for all positive value of t. Then the Laplace transform of f of t denoted by L of f of t and is defined by L of f of t is equal to integral 0 to t e raised to minus st f of t dt is equal to f of capital F of s, provided the integral exists. Yes, students, one can easily understand this Laplace transform very easily. You can see here this Laplace transform integral and differential equation into algebraic equations, students. That is very important here. What is the aspect to study Laplace transform? Okay, we'll go to the some of the note that here yes is parameter having real or complex values, friends. So here also we can see, we can also study the real existence of the variable as well as complex variables also we are going to study here in this Laplace transform. So just go through the next second note, that is Laplace transform of f of t is equal to f dash of s is equal to f of s. It can be written as f of t is equal to inverse Laplace transform, that is L raised to minus 1, f of s is equal to L in L raised to minus 1 f dash of s. Then one can easily understand that f of t is equal to L raised to minus 1 f dash of s, or we just say inverse Laplace transform of capital F of s. So which is called as inverse Laplace transform. Yes, students, here you can see that Laplace transform, yes, just converted the transformation. Even in the reverse way we can also get the Laplace transform. Just see how Laplace was a scientist. What it says is the French Newton Paris Simon Laplace. He developed mathematics in astronomy, physics, and statistics. He began the work in calculus, which leads to Laplace transform, and focus later on celestial mechanics. So it is very important for mechanical students, electrical students. Yes. So which is, this is a tool to transform the function from one variable to the another function. You can see one of the first scientists to suggest the existence of black hole also. Definitely you can see this person, this is a French Newton Paris Simons Laplace. So the name itself they have given it as Laplace transform. Is it clear, students? So this is a little bit idea about the scientist. Next, we see very important formulas. Yes, students are very eager to see that what are the formulas we are going to study in Laplace transform. Yes, very well. You can see in my LHS side, you can see this is Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 upon s. Laplace transform of e raised to at is equal to 1 upon s minus a, and Laplace transform of t raised to n is equal to n factorial upon s plus s raised to n plus 1. Laplace transform of sin at is equal to a upon s square plus a square. Next, we have Laplace transform of cos at is equal to s upon s square plus a square. And then we have Laplace transform of hyperbolic sin at is equal to a upon s square minus a square. And the last formula, that is Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic cos at is equal to s upon s square minus a square. See, these formulas I have just taken the very important, and regularly we are using this type of formulas. So there are 30 to 40 formulas are there, but in that a very important formula I have listed it, and you can see regularly we use this type of formula. So how this formula exists? Yes, one We can derive this formula, students, by using the definition of Laplace transform. Is it clear? So let us see one. So derivation of 1 I have taken, f of t is equal to 1. So what I will do is substitute here in this f of t. I'll substitute 1. You can see this is equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. This f of t will become 1 into dt. So further I can just take the integral. Yes, integral of e raised to minus st will be e raised to minus st divided by coefficient of t is minus t, therefore divided by minus t I have taken. Now I will substitute here t is equal to 0 and t is equal to infinity. One can easily see that if you take the power of e infinitely, any value power of infinitely will become, we cannot calculate this, therefore we directly take this as 0, students. So please remember this. So we have taken here, it is 0 minus, next e raised to, I am going to substitute t is equal to 0. So e raised to 0 is 1. So 1 divided by minus s. Minus s is a parameter, so it is a constant. I have written directly minus s. So one can easily see minus into minus will become plus. So therefore this is equal to 1 upon s. Means what I have done here, by using the definition, Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 upon s. So please remember this formula, students. So like this we can derive all these formulas. So another one example I have taken just to show you, f of t is equal to e raised to at I have taken. So now substitute here f of t, just substitute e raised to at, which will be equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. F of t will become now e raised to at dt. Now you can see this is e raised to minus st, e raised to at. So we can see e is common in this both, so one can write easily, that is e raised to minus, I will take out t common, right? So minus I will take it out, so e raised to minus t, if I take out in the bracket, one can see here it is s minus a. So this is very very important step. Modify this such a way that I will get the proper integral. So e raised to minus t s minus a I will get here dt. Now I can integrate this, students. So integration of e raised to minus bracket s minus a into t, you can see integral will become e raised to minus bracket s minus a into t. Coefficient of t is minus s bracket s minus a, therefore divided by minus bracket s minus a I have taken. Okay, now I will substitute one by one. T is equal to infinity, t is equal to 0, I will simplify. Okay, when I substitute e raised to s minus a into infinity, you can see it is e raised to infinity, the power of e will become infinity, that we cannot define, therefore we just take it as 0, students. So please remember this. Next, minus, now e raised to 0, I will substitute t is equal to 0. You can see e raised to 0 is 1. Please remember this formula, very very important formula. Okay, so therefore this is 1 divided by, yes, minus bracket s minus a is constant, so I will write it as it is. Further, if you simplify, I can see minus into minus will become plus 1 upon s minus a, means Laplace transform of e raised to at is going to become 1 divided by s minus a. This is proved. Similarly, you can try for remaining formula, that is Laplace transform of t raised to n is equal to n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. Similarly, we have all this 7 you can derive. Yes, there are again more formulas are there. In later classes or in next classes, we can see use this formula and you can note it down. Okay, students. Okay, now we'll move back to the next, that is objectives. Very very important objectives here we have. Why we study this Laplace transform? This question arrives in the, especially for the engineering students. We can see, to learn the applications of Laplace transform in engineering analysis, it is draw a free body diagram of translational mechanical system. Yes, students, you can see here one example I have taken. So you can see use of Laplace transform to solve mechanical system. Yes, this is a mechanical system what we have taken here. Yes, in this you can see this is all mechanical system is there. One can easily draw a free body diagram and label the forces. So these are the forces F1, Fp and Fkt. Yes, yes. So you can see this T represents the time interval, or we can just say the period. Okay, so next we have objective, that is write differential equation that describes a position of mechanical system as it varies in time. So you can see as a mechanical system, the system starts at a point, right? At point when it starts, your time clock starts rotating, that how effective it is going to work and what is the time consuming of that system, we are going to calculate by using the Laplace transform. Therefore, everyone studies this Laplace transform in engineering, which is very, very important. So you can see the next use of Laplace transform to convert differential equation into algebraic equation. This is very, very important, and you can see one can easily convert this differential equation into algebraic equations, which we require to see the efficiency of this mechanical system, right? So next objective we have, take the inverse Laplace transform and find the time mechanical system. Yes, one can using inverse Laplace transform, you can see what is the time required here. So initially we are going to start with that zero time, am I right? So then it is going to continuously increasing at certain time, so that time we have taken it as infinite times. The time doesn't stop, right students? It is infinitely calculated. So where it is going to stop, don't know. So we just take this, the interval we are going to take here, 0 to infinity. Okay, the next objective we have, examining the impact of increased and decreased damping of mechanical system. Yes, very well you can see. And see, yes friends, yes, time plot of system position, that is damping of system. It is gone damping here, right? So one can easily see that this damping time plot of system position, one can easily identify and see that this damping system is seen in this plot. And also we just see this very, very important students. So one can see here this in mathematics, the Laplace transform named after its inventor Prince Simons Laplace, in an integral transform that converts a function of a real variable t. So you can see at certain time this is varying, right? Infinitely varying students it is, to a function of a complex variable. Yes. So why we take yes? Yes is a variable which is complex variable. It may be real variable, right students? This transform has many applications in science and engineering. So because it is a tool for solving differential equation. In particular, it transforms differential equation into algebraic equations. So you can see the curved shape students. This is a transformation takes place infinitely in the interval, that is time taken by the domain from 0 to infinity. In particular, it transforms differential equation into algebraic equation as well as convolution into multiplication. So please remember this runs very, very important. In the diagram it is very clear that how this transformation takes place, all the functions into different levels. So you can see this is exponentially it is increased, right students? You can see here the curves how they are increasing. So this is a function, exponentially it is increasing, right? And the plot we have seen here, that is time plot of system position. Therefore this is exponentially gone increasing, damping process takes place. Therefore we have the formula, that is integral, that is time taken from 0 to infinity. Exponentially this function increases, e raised to minus st f of t dt is equal to f of yes. So one can easily see here. Okay, then we have yes, Laplace transform is a mathematical operation that is used to transform a variable. That is what I have discussed already. To a parameter. Yes, please remember, yes is a parameter. We are going to transform one variable at a time, not all the variables. One by one variable you are going to transform. Mathematically it can be expressed as, this is L, that is Laplace transform. F of t is the function which is equal to integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt is equal to, this is capital F of s. So you can see exponentially this is increasing, right, and it goes on decreasing, therefore it is a reverse exponential function. We have taken negative sign, minus e raised to minus st, right, where f of s is nothing but the expression of Laplace transform of function f of t involving parameter s, student. So you can see, in a layman terms, Laplace transformation is used to transform a variable into a function into a parameter. So you can just see how they have transformed. So after the transformation, that variable is no longer a variable anymore, students. So please remember, but should be treated as a parameter or constant under a specific condition. So this specific condition is what, students? It is nothing but for Laplace transform. Laplace transform can only be used to transform variable that covers a range from 0 to infinity. That is what I said. This time interval will be 0 to infinity. I don't know how much time is required, how much time will be required for, suppose if you take the time plot of system, damping system, right? So we don't know, so we have taken the range from 0 to infinity, because time variable t is the most common variable that varies from 0 to infinity. Functions with variable t are commonly transformed by Laplace transform. So here we can see, we don't know how it is going to transfer, how much time is required. Therefore, we are going to choose a very important tool to simplify these functions, that is a Laplace transform. One can see that Laplace transform is a variable tool in solving, first of all, differential equation, for example, electronic circuit equations we have, right? Second one, we are going to have the feedback control, for example, in stability and control of aircraft systems, right? So you can see why it is important to study Laplace transform. Next, we have some of the applications. Yes, friends, you can see here, analysis of electronic circuits. Laplace transform is widely used by electronic engineers, yes, students, to solve quickly differential equations occurring in the analysis of electronic circuits. So when you are going to see the electronic circuits, one can easily use the differential equations to solve, but quickly and very widely used as Laplace transform. Next, we have system modeling. One can see that Laplace transform is used to simply calculations in system modeling, where large number of differential equations you are going to use. In when the differential equations are large, when you can see that by using the Laplace transform, it is quite easy and quickly you can simplify very easily. In digital signals processing, one cannot imagine solving digital signal processing problems without Laplace transform. Yes, you can see in digital, this is all digital word is this, students, right? In this digital signal processing, one cannot imagine solving the problems without Laplace transform. Means Laplace transform is must to solve this digital signal processing. Next, we have nuclear physics. In order to get the true form of radioactive decay, the Laplace transform is used. Now you can see the radioactive decay. How it is radioactive decay, friends? It is exponentially infinite. So it makes easy to study analytic part of the nuclear physics possible from by using the Laplace transform. So next we have the next application, we have process control. So Laplace transform is used for process control. It helps to analyze the variables which when altered process design manipulations in the results. You can see by using this process control Laplace transform, what it does, it helps to analyze the variable, alters the variable, produce desired manipulations in the results by using the Laplace transform. Is it clear, students? So why we study Laplace transform? Why engineers use Laplace transform in various fields? Okay, next we have very important properties. So you can note down. First one is the linear property, that is L of A into f of t plus or minus b. G of t is equal to A into L of f of t plus or minus b L of f of t. So please note down this property, students. Very useful property. Everywhere we use this property to solve a day-to-day problem. Okay, next property we have shifting property. You can see here L is nothing but Laplace transform. Okay, students. So Laplace transform e raised to at into f of t. So we don't have any formula for e raised to at into f of t. Therefore, we use this shifting property. It says that whatever the functions you get, whatever the transformed functions in terms of s you get, you are going to change only s minus a. This is capital S minus E. So again, this is helpful to simplify the problems which you are going to solve in the next class. So shifting property. Next property is multiplication by t raised to n. You can see here, students, this is Laplace transform of t raised to n into f of t is equal to, one can easily write this in terms of minus 1 raised to n d raised to n upon ds raised to n f of s, means n times derivative of this transformed function in terms of s, f of s. Okay, next we have division by t. You can see here Laplace transform of f of t divided by t is equal to integral s to infinity capital F of s ds. So these functions which have already transformed by the help of Laplace transform by the using the parameter es. So this is all about very few ideas we have discussed in this Laplace transform. In the next class, please go through the examples we see. Okay, students. Yes, thank you.